Could be a run out.
Should be a run out of the bowler's end. He's a run out of the bowler's end. That is simply magnificent.
What a catch! Their first wicket in the ECL, and what a way to take it.
Cricket is the second biggest sport in the world, but historically, it's not associated with many domestic European countries. However, times have changed, and the top domestic clubs from Denmark, Spain, Holland, Russia, Germany, France, Romania, and Italy have assembled in southern Spain to battle it out in a fast-paced, high-octane, short-format tournament. This is the first edition of the European Cricket League.
We've got 8 champions meeting here, 17 T10 games across 3 days, culminating in finals day. It's being broadcast to 100 countries. You can watch it anywhere in the world on www.ecn.cricket. And look what's joined me. It's this magnificent little beauty. I say little, it's absolutely massive. It is 10 kilos in weight, and Dan Weston, the founder, is with me now. So, Dan, just talk me through how this all started with this idea a couple of years ago to make this a reality.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. The trophy's getting pretty heavy, but it is absolutely spectacular, and I'm so proud of it. The reason why the European Cricket League was founded and sort of dreamed up by me was because I love cricket. I live in Europe.
It's a good start, yeah.
And I really believe that the potential in cricket to be the summer sport for Europe. So to do that, I think we have to do something similar to football, because football is so successful, and that is have a Champions League. So my idea was to have the Champions League of European cricket, whereby the 8 champions for this year from the domestic leagues around Europe come together for the European Cricket League to see who is the king of European cricket.
Well, cricket's a really old sport with heaps of traditions all over the world. It's an 11-a-side game. It's a battle between bat and ball. The two teams 11 taking each other on, trying to score more runs than the other team. It's played all across the world, and it's really exciting to be able to bring the game to Europe in this form. And cricket's bowlers, a bit like baseball pitchers, they're trying to get the batsmen out, and they can do this in a number of ways. The fast bowlers, they are coming off a long run-up, sometimes 30 yards or more. They're sprinting towards the pitch, and they're delivering the ball with a straight arm as fast as they can in speeds up to 160 kilometres an hour. And that gives the batsman just a fraction of a second, only about 0.4 of a second to make the decision and play the ball. But then also what's great about cricket is that we have the spin bowlers. Now the spin bowlers bowl a lot slower, but they try and deceive the batsman by spinning the ball. The pitch is 20 metres long, so it is not a lot of time for the batsman to decide how they're going to play the ball. Hopefully the batsman is trying to score runs, and if they can hit the ball over the boundary, they will get 6 runs. If they hit the ball to the boundary, they'll get 4. Of course, they can also score runs by running. So 2 batsmen at a time share the duties of trying to build the batting team's score.
To Rutgers, who's tried the spectacular, and this is towards us in the commentary box. Last ball of the innings, Rutgers again, goes again on the ramp and hits that for 6-2, 6-6-6.
The game has changed a lot over the last 5, 10, 20 years. There's shorter and more dynamic forms of the game, and there's nothing more dynamic than the T10 League. So 10 overs a side. Each team only gets 60 deliveries to score as many runs as they can. So batsmen are encouraged to take risks as they only have a limited amount of time to get their score on the board. The games are over in under 2 hours. This is swung away flat over his head. It was an umpire killer. Sometimes we see the umpires wearing helmets these days.
The concept's just amazing. To come here, play T10 cricket with the European nations all here is, look, it's a brilliant concept, and yeah, I'm loving it.
Welcome to the beachside sunset at the Manga Club Resort. And when the sun rises on Monday, 29th of July, the European Cricket League will begin. One of the 8 teams, the Svanholm from Denmark, 27 times Danish champion since being formed in 1956. Zishan Shah is their captain, leader and run scorer, and a handy bowler too. There's the young brothers Mads and Jonas Henriksen, and don't forget Saad Munir, supposedly Svanholm's A.B. de Villiers. Shah again goes down the ground, and it's 4 more. Mads Henriksen to bowl his second over. Yep. Good from him again. They're trying a quick single, and that could well be out.
Let's go to the third umpire. Third umpire, sir. Here we go.
Yep. Brilliant fielding, though. The man they're patting on the back is number 9, Saad Munir, a guy who is, by his own admission, his favourite player in the team. And by his own admission, when he was asked who's your favourite player in your team, himself. And when he does stuff like this, he backs up that chat.
And goodbye. Good night. Good night.
Saad Munir, you little beauty. And it is now given. Wonderful stuff, and look at what it means to the young man.
He swings this up. Oh, it's high and handsome over extra cover. It's a maximal.
You're the captain, so of course great words of wisdom in the middle as well. You have a little bit of chatter going on.
Look, I love to play with the youngsters, and they are always beside me. So and they're backing me all the time, and I'm backing them all the time. And even if they don't get right, it's fine. You know, it's part of the game.
The champions of Spain, Catalonia Cricket Club, who won the Catalan League and Spanish 45 and 20 over leagues last year. Yasir Ali is their gun bat. He averages more than 100 with a strike rate of 177, so might enjoy the 50-metre boundaries. There's also Nadeem Hussain, the googly master. The 17-year-old leggy is the youngest player at this year's competition, but age is just a number. Don't forget Ali Azam, the king of swing.
Down the wicket, down, down, up and down into the side screen. Down the pitch, no third man, up and away. What a bit of fielding here. Ali Azam.
No.
Nope, you bet he can't. Straight out to the wicket, no time to waste, and he's certainly not wasting it. Ashikul Saeed is not having the best of day. Down, gets the treatment inside out, and even Rutgers running outside the distance circle can't stop it.
So of course you have a big passion for cricket.
Yes, because cricket is in our blood, so I am very excited.
Cricket might be the second most popular sport in the world, but the day after that incredible World Cup final between England and New Zealand, in a memo, the Russian Sports Ministry said that it didn't recognise cricket as a sport. Well, here at the European Cricket League, we certainly recognise the value of Russia to cricket, and that's why the St. Petersburg Lions, the Russian champions, are in this year's tournament. They're the unknown quantity in a field of unknown quantities. Oh, and he's caught behind.
Oh, that's a brilliant catch.
That is superb work from Anil Singh.
And Saxena strikes again. He's having a good little tournament here. And oh, that is a great catch, because that's a very heavy deflection.
This one's up, straight, high, handsome, maximal. 6 carreras. Ali, short outside of stump, cut away for 4. Rinku Singh.
Kashdeep Singh in once more. Stands, and he's caught behind, I believe. Eventually given. The finger of doom goes up. And well, it's gone. Big early scout for the St. Petersburg Lions. Well bowled, just sliding across him, gets the outside edge.
Last ball, running no matter what.
He's got hold of that one better into the gap. They're thinking of 2, could well be a run out at the keeper's end. He's really struggling here. Shazeb, furniture demolished, and Anil Singh once again is having a great day at the office. Strong look with the white headband. Straight hit. It was nearly stopped actually by Ahmed Nabi. but you can't blame him for not getting there. Maybe Cameron goes and fetches the ball, and that's just what St. Petersburg needed.
The first day ever of the ECL was so exciting. There were 6 games of T10 cricket, and we saw balls flying out of the stadium.
Oh, look, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's been a little bit of a surprise how good the teams have been for me, if I'm totally honest. The cricket's been sensational. There's been some unbelievable fielding, some great innings and some great bowling as well.
But also we saw the Spanish players, the Catalonia players in their home country. Mohamed Armagan Khan, their captain, leading from the front, and we saw some big hitting from Mohamed Magal. But all the teams on display showed the potential of cricket in Europe. It was a really exciting package. Day 1 was great, and I can't wait for day 2.
Drew from near to Paris are a team of predominantly Pakistani players, 3 in particular to watch. Mohamed Nisar, number 1. He has a strike rate of 165 and scored 81 in the Super League final to get them here. The second, Yassine Afridi, the 20-year-old pace bowler who takes a wicket every 10 balls. And Niaz Hamza, the all-rounder, averages 40 with the bat and just 9 with the ball.
Swing early doors.
Henriksen facing up to Yassine, outside edge and gone. He beat him the previous delivery, now he gets him caught at slip.
Taranjeet Singh swings this one away to mid-wicket. Picked up. That could be out. ECL, the first century beckons. He tried. It's over. And Maximo. The first ever century in the European Cricket League is scored by Ahmed Nabi. 104 off only 28 balls with 14 sixes. Incredible scenes here at La Manga. That one was on a good length. Cleared the front leg and sent it high and away. It hasn't landed yet. Ahmed Nabi, congratulations, and when his teammates excited, the first ever century in ECL cricket.
Nabi, the star.
Nabi there.
I think we can have a look at a few highlights, and most of the highlights are Nabi.
Well, let's sign him up here. Ahmed Nabi was not mucking around here in Game 7 of the European Cricket League. It was raining Maximos here at La Manga. The bowlers helped him out on occasion with some poor deliveries, too full or too short. But he showed that he had the muscle to send the ball over the fence time and time again, with a total of 14 sixes and 5 fours, scoring 100 completely in boundaries. And that was the shot that brought it up, the first ever in ECL cricket.
Klooz are travelling from the heart of Transylvania to join us here at the Rachel Hayhoe Flint Oval. Their president, Pavel Florin, will be the first ever Romanian to play in the ECL. He's also a trained bodyguard, so don't mess with him. This team's also held together by 2 brilliant Indian all-rounders. Simranjit Singh scores his runs at almost 2 a ball and is handy with the ball in hand too. There's Vasu Saini. What a story this is. He met the love of his life in Romania, moved there, in his first season won 3 trophies, was man of the match in 2 finals, and now we'll see how he goes in the ECL.
One of the many inspirational stories to come out of the European Cricket League has been the Romanian club Cluj with Pavel Florin.
Pavel Florin, the bodyguard. You look at him there. It's almost too square a jaw for TV as he's in. And the first ball is well flighted. Florin up and down the ground for another single. So he's been a very effective bowler so far. Greedy on strike. It's swung away. And look, only 7 off the first 3 balls. Respectable figures. Next ball is edged past the keeper. Next ball's flighted. It's hit over cover. The fielders converge. They're not going to catch it. And he's not as The batsman clubs that down to long
And
on.
he's the president of the club, so the fielders better watch out what they do now, you know, because you don't want to upset the president, and you don't want to upset a president who is a professional bodyguard.
Here at the European Cricket League at the La Manga Club, you meet a lot of interesting individuals, and I'm here with the president of Cluj Cricket Club, Pavel Florin. Pavel, how did it go so far for you?
Oh, it's not very good now because we lost 3 matches, but we earn another things. Good experience for us and for our country and all the lovers of cricket in my city. We're not professional and just thinking our field is 500 kilometers at our home. Maybe someone is say my bowling is not beautiful or not effective or not, but I don't care because I love cricket, and when I bowl like this, I saw that ball is going and take a wicket. It's not beautiful, I know, everybody say, but I am a slow bowler. Is the problem with this? I think no.
Pavel Florin turned into an internet sensation through his unorthodox bowling technique and unfaltering passion for the sport.
Pavel Florin, the stage is yours. He tries to reverse it. How about that as the throw comes in and Pavel Florin in some serious trouble as he reverse paddled that ball. And talk about guts, ladies and gentlemen, in front of millions of television viewers. You come out, and if you love this guy already, could you love him even more? On a broken leg, he scrambles through for his first run in ECL cricket. Oh, I'm speechless.
JJ Brescia from Italy.
And he tries this time.
You might find them here in the nets. One man who'll certainly be having a hit is Shahrukh Nawaz. This guy smashed 107 in the national T20 final in the rain to get them here. With the ball, they're reliant on the experienced spin duo. 97 years between Mohamed Iqbal and Ali Azad. They'll both be crucial for Brescia, one of 4 teams in Group B. Only 2 can make it to the semi-finals, of course.
Dreamer. And he's bowled him! He has bowled him! Replay. Thanks to our crew at NEP. This is up.
That's a great shot.
This is short and pulled away. 15 deliveries. This one's up and it's high. The same again. It's up, it's high. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to La Manga, Spain for day 3. It's the final day of T10 action at the inaugural European Cricket League. Today we'll see 5 T10 games culminating in the final, and the winner of that game will be crowned the kings of cricket in Europe. Now, day 3, the curator has decided to prepare a new pitch. So this is a different pitch from the one that we played the first 2 days on. Now, to me, it's a little bit soft underneath. Also, I think something for the pace bowlers, as there's a good covering of grass. If they can hit the seam early, they may be able to do some damage. And you need to early in the innings with these 3 over power plays. It really sets the tone for the whole game. The conditions in La Manga, well, it's a little bit unusual for this time of year. The first 2 days saw blasting sunshine as we saw the ball fly to all parts. But here on day 3, it's a little bit cooler. There's clouds in the sky. Really a chance of rain as well, which is very unusual. There's also a very big cross breeze of about 40 kilometres an hour coming out of the east. But with 50-metre boundaries, I still think we're going to see a lot of balls fly into the Spanish sky. We're going to see lots of Maximos and action here on day 3 of the ECL. Now over to Uvashiyadov with the 2 captains.
All right, it's time for the final toss of ECL 2019. I've got the 2 captains on my left, Peter Seeler from VOC Rotterdam, and I've got Iftikhar Khan from the German side, Findorf. I also have a key partner of the ECL, David Painter, who will actually be tossing the coin, and of course I've got the match referee as well. So are you guys all ready? Okay, you'll have the call and you will toss the coin. Go ahead.
Tails.
Tails.
And it's head.
Okay, it's heads, Iftikhar. Can you believe it?
Today it's good luck for me. Good start. Both toss or won, so that's a good sign. So I have a sim plan to ball first.
Does it matter, batting or bowling?
Nope. No, I think it's going to be good just to get runs on the board and put him on a little bit of pressure.
So, well, that's the news from the pitch. Findorf has won the toss and elected to bowl first.
Two key players to highlight for Findorf. Sutter Darvish bowls at around 80 miles an hour and has a strike rate of 163. Meanwhile, all-rounder Amar Khalid hits as many sixes as he does fours. He's also the joker of the team. VOC Rotterdam start the first ever European Cricket League as arguably the favourites for the tournament, thanks to the presence of just the 3 Dutch internationals in their side. Dutch captain Peter Seelaar has dismissed the likes of Kevin Peterson and Sachin Tendulkar before. Max O'Dowd is handy with the bat, and Scott Edwards, the Dutch Aussie keeper, loves a switch hit, a sweep and a sledge.
He's been at the top level for a decade or so now, as we see the SG Findorf boys walk out. Big off Max O'Dowd stepping over the line.
Khan is going to take up the attack. The second over. Max O'Dowd goes. The maximums are worth 6 as Max O'Dowd goes down. He come back. It's flighted down the pitch. It's a huge left in the third over. It's flighted. Stand and ball to come. This time, one more. But I'm not going to rub it out just yet as he comes and tries to play the shot again. Could be a chance at the bowler's end. And the skipper's taking matters into his own hands. 2 to come this over. This one's up and away. Into the wind. No say they can hit it too. Prove me wrong. Scotty, as this one's out. Hit on his mind as Darvish comes in for the first ball. Full toss. Up and up to the bowling crease. Fine. Up and high. The field up in the air, umpire, and that's 100, a century to Scotty Edwards, the VOC opener, backing up his 50. He performed very admirably, but that time all he could do, Ryan Campbell, was set it into the sky. He had the height, but he didn't have the distance to clear the out lead. Batting at 3, he set up the order, and he goes long. And again, it's up, it's high, but into the wind, Max it out. This is flicked off the pads, a good shot. Great job as Pierce Fletcher, slower ball, up, does it have the legs? And again, this time it's up, it's got a chance. Oh, about cricket in Spain is the next one. This is, it's high, it's miles in the air. It can't carry the infield. In comes the fielder. As the next ball is hit away by Iftikhar Khan. He's on a hat-trick.
Injured his hand. He will have to go to the hospital later on, he told me.
It's time now to announce the player of the tournament. Can we please have on stage Max O'Dowd?
Take a ball, take a bat, smash it hard.
Can we please have a big round of applause for the German side, Findorf? All right, and finally for the moment we've been waiting for, can we please have the winning team, VOC Rotterdam, to come on stage for their winning medals?
Time to be brave and strong. Let your heart come with the cheer of the crowd. Take your chance, claim the throne, 'cause ECL will be crowned.
Incredible scenes from the Lamunga ground, the Rachel Hayhoe Flint Oval on the south coast of Spain. It was cricket like you never saw it before. Cricket arriving in Europe in a serious way, as we see Tizo Mormon there from VOC wrapping himself in the flag. We saw an amazing display of committed cricketers representing their clubs and countries in this inaugural edition of the European Cricket League.